Okay, so the first part of the verse starts on the 10th fret on the E string, and throughout the whole of the riff it's alternate picking, and I also bar the E, the A and the D strings on the 7th fret, and this just helps making the first part of the verse a lot easier to play. Okay, so it starts on the 10th fret of the E string, you play 2 10/7s, followed by 2 10/7s on the A string, then 2 9/7s on the A string, and then back to 2 10/7s on the E string again. Okay, so that's 2 10/7s on the E string, then to 2 10/7s on the A string, then 2 9/7s on the A string, then back to 2 10/7s on the E string again. Okay, so that played slowly. And then after you've played this riff, you slide down to the 5th fret on the E string, play 5th fret on the E string, followed by 4th fret on the A string, then an open D string, then you hit a G chord, G power chord. So that last bit. Okay, so the whole of the first part of the verse played slowly. An add-on part to the main bulk of the lesson, something which I forgot to mention beforehand. There's quite a few different versions because no official tab exists for the song, obviously. And my entry to the verse, this bit, well, I worked the song out by ear, and this is the one to me which sounded right. However, I thought I'd just go over a few which some other people have suggested in comments on my past videos, and one live version which I'm pretty sure Buckethead does. So I'll just go through the one which was supposed to be in a comment. I mean, this is this one played slow. And this is 5-2-5-2 on the A string, 5-0-5-0 on the D string, 4-0-4-0 on the D string, then 4-0-4-5 on the A string. So that's another one which is floating around. I've seen that played quite a lot. And the last one I just want to show you is one which I think I've seen Buckethead play live in a video, and I think this is pretty much what he does. And it's hybrid picked. Now I'm not particularly competent at hybrid picking, so I won't be able to play it fast for you. But this is what it is slow, and you basically use this finger to pluck the A string, and the pick to pluck the E string. And the lick slow is like this. And then it slides down to the 4-0, 5-4-0, and then G power chord. So that whole bit. But yeah, then again, that's quite hard, and I'm pretty sure that's what he does live. So this may in fact be the correct way of actually playing the song. But again, listening to the track, it doesn't really sound like it's hybrid picked. But then I don't really know because I don't know what the official tab is. So. Okay, so the second part of the verse has sort of a Crazy Train influence riff in it, as I'm sure many of you will probably recognise. This starts on the 2nd fret of the E string, and it starts with 2 downstrokes, followed by the 4th fret on the A string, returning to the second fret on the E string, then returning to the 5th fret on the A string, back to the 2nd fret of the E string, and then back to the 4th fret on the A string, and that requires some vibrato. So that whole first tiny little section. and that's all down picking up to there. Then shift that position up 1 fret, play 2 downstrokes on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then you do a hammer on the A string from the 4th to the 5th frets, and then you do up down on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then you do a bit of string skipping. You string skip to the 7th fret on the D string, and then you play 2, that double up down on the 3rd fret of the E string, and this time you skip to the 5th fret of the D string. Now this last string skipping bit is quite a big stretch, and it's quite hard to get your picking down, so this bit played slow by itself. And as with the first part of the verse, getting this bit down may be a case of slowing it down for metronome and building it up from there, increasing the speed gradually until you get the song down solid. Okay, so that whole second section of the verse is as follows. The third part of the verse is much the same as the second part, however contains quite a fast run at the end, as I'll show you in just a second. It starts off just the same, but the only different bit is after playing this, instead of going on and playing, you just go and play a G power chord. You want that to ring, so 2 forceful downstrokes, and then comes a fast run, and this starts on the 7th fret of the G string. You play 7, 6, 4, followed by 7, 6, 4 on the D string, then followed by 7, 5, 4 on the A string, and then 7, 5, 4 on the E string, and then landing on the 2nd fret of the E string. A bit slow as follows. And that whole fast run at the end, I play it completely alternate picked, however I have seen it played with legato, which arguably makes it quite a bit easier. So that played legato is simply just pulling off, just picking each string at once at the start of the legato. So that would be. Okay, so that whole section up to speed.